Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is fighting for his political future as efforts to build a diverse new governing coalition gain traction. His rivals from the centre, left and right are working to form a unity government without him. Right-wing leader Naftali Bennett announced the plan Sunday night, but Mr Netanyahu was quick to go on the attack in response.
There is no right-wing government. 4 rounds of elections in the past 2 months proved to us all that there simply is not a right-wing government to be led by Netanyahu. It's either a 5th election or a unity government.
I heard Naftali Bennett. Unfortunately, he is again misleading the public. Same lies, same empty slogans on hate and division from someone who gives a hand to hatred and division. And also, someone who is perpetrating, I must say, the fraud of the century.
If a formal agreement is reached on the emerging coalition, it will still have to be approved by Israel's parliament. Elliot Godkin joins me now live from Jerusalem. Good to see you, Elliot. So this isn't a fait accompli just yet. What do Netanyahu's rivals need to do next to make this coalition government a reality and oust him as prime minister? And what's Netanyahu's likely next move?
Rosemary, in practical terms, the various parties that are opposed, the so-called change bloc that are opposed to Netanyahu, are still meeting. I understand from a spokesman from Yair Lapid's Yesh Atid party that they were meeting until 3 o'clock this morning. So they're ironing out some of the details among themselves. They've got until midnight on a Wednesday Israel time, so that's about 5 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday, to go to President Reuven Rivlin and for Yair Lapid to say, yes, I've got a coalition that can get the votes in the Knesset. There will then be up to a week within which the Knesset, the parliament here, will vote whether to approve or to not approve this governing coalition. Basically, they need more than half of the people in the Knesset, half of lawmakers, to vote in favour of this governing coalition. At the same time, of course, there is plenty that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will be trying to do at the same time. He and his supporters will be trying to persuade, encourage their base to persuade members, especially of the right-wing Yamina party of Naftali Bennett, to defect, to disagree, to object to the formation of this coalition government. Indeed, outside the Tel Aviv home of Ayelet Shaked, who is the number 2 to Naftali Bennett, there have been protests this week outside her home, trying to encourage her to do the right thing for the right-wing base and to not go into what Netanyahu has derided as a left-wing government. There could be procedural shenanigans as well in the Knesset. The Speaker of the Knesset is a Likudnik. He's an ally of Prime Minister Netanyahu as well. And in extremis, there could even be some kind of attempt to get the courts involved, perhaps trying to suggest that because Yair Lapid received the mandate from President Reuven Rivlin to try to form a coalition government, that Naftali Bennett cannot therefore be be Prime Minister first. So I'm sure those shenanigans and others will be tried by Netanyahu. He will do everything in his considerable powers to try to avoid being removed from office, but certainly for the first time in 12 years, we are as close as we have ever been to seeing that happen.
All right, Elliot Godkin joining us live from Jerusalem. Many thanks.